Well, Peter, George, you guys coming in? Can you bring me my light, Peter? I think I put it on the chair. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if Crystal and Shanice know about this, but we have a gift basket that we're drawing for, and do we have time to sell a ticket?
Yes.
Okay. How much are they?
They're $5 for one or 3 for 10.
They're $5 for 1 or 3 for 10. George, Penny, Sharon, Shanice, Cheryl, Crystal, Ava bought one. So if you want one, put your hand up with your light, and I'll send somebody over. I think you have to tighten the top. And if not, then we might be just ready. Oh. George, is that you that wanted a ticket? Penny, okay. We might have to turn the light on for a sec. Ave? Okay, never mind, Dave's on it. I know we're probably live, are we, Russell? Okay. You tell us a joke. Well, the only one I know is one my granddaughter told me, and Peter told me the same one. Did you know there was an extra reindeer that didn't get to fly with Santa? And I know it's true because I heard it. It said all of the other reindeer.
You know what Blixen is in Dutch and German?
No, what?
Thunder.
Liften is thunder. Listen is thunder. Blitzen is thunder. Okay. Sharon, you think you can hear? Okay. So once Penny gets her ticket in there, and we'll smooch it all up. And what do we have in that basket, Reverend Vera? Okay. I'm filling time. You know what do they do on the Weather Channel? They say, oh, what happened on this day in 1962? 1949. Okay, all the stuff you need for Christmas. Okay. So, okay, now we're ready to go, and I want to tell you that I am Reverend Joanne Faith, Peace and Love Boric. And I'm so privileged and blessed to have Reverend Vera ask me to say welcome. And before we have Reverend Tress do our opening treatment, we're going to draw for this basket. No, I got one here. Okay, I'm going to shake it all around. I got one right here. Oh, she is so deserving. Audrey Graham. Vera, you want to hand that to her? And can somebody take a picture of her getting the basket? Ava, are you still around here? Can you turn on the light while David gets a picture?
She told me tonight she was going to win.
Did she? Okay, well, let's get Reverend Vera in that picture too, Dave. Yay! Ah. Thank you, Audrey, and thanks for supporting the center. And now it gives me great pleasure to start our evening off with an opening affirmative prayer led by Reverend Tress Phillips. Oh, I should have gone around you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, to this wonderful Christmas season. And it's so wonderful to see each of you here. And I now invite you to join me in an opening treatment. If you wish, you may close your eyes and just know with me that there is the divine energy in, as, and through all things. Feel that energy. Feel the beauty of the earth itself. Think of the snow as it comes sparkling down, the beauty of the earth, our earth, and we are here to recognize the oneness of all mankind. And we will do a celebration recognizing the oneness of the universal divine mind in all. And I know today that our service here is divinely blessed by each and every one here. And together we say, and so it is. And now I am going to read from the Bible. Luke chapter 2. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria, and it all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, into the city of David, which was called Bethlehem, because he was of the house of the lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished, and she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was the angel, a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill to all men.
Thank you, Reverend Tress. And now I'd like Donna Bain to come up and read the Christmas letter by Ernest Holmes.
Christmas is for remembrance. The love manifesting through our gifts to each other typifies the offering of life, the givingness of spirit to its creation. The hands of the eternal are outstretched through our hands, and the heart of the infinite beats in the human breast. But the giver must give of himself, for the gift without the giver is bare. It is not then in lavish gifts that we find true giving, but in the sweet simplicity of remembrance, in the kindly thought, the tolerant mind, and the gentle act. Love alone can give love. Sympathy alone can give sympathize, and only goodness can really do or be good. The one who gives for reward does not give at all. He seeks to bargain, to trade for spiritual gifts. Hence, his senses loss on his own giving and finds no completion through the act. But he who gives half his meat to the hungry feels justified and is warmed by a real sense of comradeship. He has established an actual unity between himself and other offspring of creation. Great causes succeed when there is a giving of humanity. With the check must come the one who wrote it, his interest, his enthusiasm, his love. The check must be a symbol of his desire to impart himself. Then shall it multiply its benefits and do good. Charity is cold, but love is warm. When heart speaks to heart, a divine conversation has taken place, a heavenly discourse. Each of us has something to give. Let each see that he gives of his best. If we are bringing our gifts to the altar of love, nothing less than the best will be acceptable. Nothing less than all is enough. May the real spirit of Christmas, the giving of self to life, enter and abide in you now and through it all time. End.
Thank you, Donna. And now I will read A Fresh Look at Christmas. It is at this time that we celebrate two remarkable events: the turning point of light in our part of the planet, the bringing back of the light, and the story of the birth of Jesus, whose destiny was to proclaim the doctrine of love, and who is considered a great light coming into the world. It is a time of celebration and celebrating a great event, the acknowledgement of the birth of God, or Christ, in the human soul, the incarnation of the living Spirit in man. In this season, we refresh our memory of this transcendent person, Jesus, the message he brought, and we rededicate our hearts to the service of good. Perhaps in the Christmas story, which is so full of symbolism and meaning, the shepherds who watch their flocks might be thought of as representing our own attitudes of listening for the guidance of Spirit in our everyday lives. We too are shepherds watching our flocks, And these flocks are our thoughts and ideas, our fears and faiths. With the guidance of Spirit and our own vigilance against the wolves of negativity, we can lead our flock and sow ourselves safely into the green meadows of abundance and beside the still waters of peace. As we think of a time when Jesus was born in the stable, we look at the spiritual lessons for ourselves. We are all born of the same life. We are all children of God, children of the universe. We live in one spirit. The one heartbeat of the universe sings in the center of every living soul. We can relate the idea of the birth of Christ to the birth of that consciousness in ourselves, of a realization of love, of truth, of beauty, and of peace. And we can be filled with an awareness of the divine presence as we sing the carols of the divine, evidence through the nature of Jesus, the same nature that is your nature as my nature. The songs celebrate what we know of Jesus, but we do not really understand this story and to know that it is a story of all mankind, the recognition of the divine in each of us. There is a common thread throughout all religions, an idea of God that is everywhere present, embodying the qualities of love, joy, light, renewal, peace, power, and oneness. So tonight, with the lighting of the candles, let us embrace these aspects of God and welcome them as aspects of our own nature. And now I would like to call up our wonderful Rev. Joanne Borick to give us the meaning of the candles. And I would like Edith and Dave to step up to the front so we can start lighting up the candles. Thank you.
Am I on? Yay. I can't tell you how symbolic this celebration is that we have just before Christmas, because it changed something in me. And so as we do this, and those of you at home, if you have a candle, light it now. And we're using symbolic candles today, but they have the same attributes. And what I'm going to tell you about the candle is something that'll stay with you forever. Do you know the candle represents the Trinity of Spirit? In the science of mind, we call the spirit, the soul, and the body. It has 3 parts, this candle. It has a wick, it has a wax, and it has a flame. And none of them can work on their own. They all need each other. That wick, that represents our inner self. It represents our soul. It's our subconscious mind. It's the common thread that runs through all of us. We all are connected by the one wick. It's what connects us to each other. But that is just our soul. Also, we have a body. And this candle is represented by the wax. Do you know the wax keeps that wick hidden, just like our body keeps our inner self hidden, and it's up to us to release and to project who we are on the inside. All that wax is an idea brought into form. That is what we are. And again, those are just symbols until we light the flame. Now that flame is spirit, creator, first cause, conscious mind, divine mind, Reverend Therese calls it, the all-knowing. And who are we if we don't light our inner flame, if we don't light our candle? We can't rise to the greatest and highest being that we are. This flame represents the spirit, that we are in the image and likeness of God. And through that likeness, we create our own reality, our own destiny, through the use of our conscious mind. So as we light these candles, they mean so much, and every color means so much. And you'll see it in so many things. You see it in chakra work. You see it in all kinds of healing. How important color is to our life. Now that candle's inanimate, but as we light it, something magic will happen. It comes alive and it dances and it moves just like us when we come alive. All three parts, the wick, the wax, and the flame, radiate light. So I challenge all of you after you leave here today to radiate light, to be the light we want to see in the world. The first candle we light represents the 7 qualities of spirit. The first candle I'll have David and Edith light are the blue candle. Oh, you looking? Okay. So as they light it, know that blue candle represents joy. There is within us the capacity for perfect feeling called joy. Edith and I were talking about that. That is the true essence of life. It's joy. It's being filled with energy, vibrance, and well-being. Joy is an internal, self-generating power. Nobody can give you joy. And the great thing is nobody can take away joy. Spirit as joy is always there. Just like the wave is always in the ocean, it's potential. You are potential, awaiting only the wind of recognition. We are the essence of joy, represented by the color blue. And now I'll have them light the red candle. That red candle represents love. Today we celebrate the birth of divine love on earth in the person Jesus. I've said this before, that I think this birth was symbolic of love. There was such an outpouring of love for somebody who had nothing and was born in a stable, and we see manifestation of that all through life. We see love in expression as we acknowledge that is the truth of Jesus and the truth of us. Love is the power of the universe that binds us together. Love means that you can see love in all your thoughts and actions. You can be open to love. Opening to love means I'm forgiving, I'm nurturing, I'm giving. My heart sings and the melody is written in my smile. Knowing that as you embrace this color red, we are the essence of love, shining from every heart and represented by the red candle. And now we light the gold candle. And I hope that you're taking into yourself this blue, this red, this gold. Gold is the color of light. Look at it. It's the very color of the sun. Even as the sun is the center of the universe, a part of the universe, the gold candle represents our center, the divine creative energy. Our whole being is illuminated by the flood of light. Our path is lit by light. And we can only come to the light when we have a deep realization that we are the light, that the light flows through us, through you, through me, through all of us. As we let our light shine brightly, we know perfect warmth and perfect peace. So as we embrace the gold, we affirm we are the essence of light, represented by the gold candle. And now we light the green candle. Now, green represents the spiritual aspect of life. We see it all around, even under the snow, life is there. Green is the color of new life, renewal. And you think about the spring and how the buds spring forth, and then they change and they become colorful. We are life. As spiritual beings, we are engaged in life, in the ebb and flow of life. And every time we create something with our life, a new idea is born. And then we can act on that idea. We are a constant source of inspiration and creation. And we affirm and say yes to creativity. Today we say yes to change and growth. And with the color green, we say yes to life. We are the essence of life, represented by the green candle. And now we light the silver candle. This is my third middle name. The silver candle represents the spiritual aspect of peace. Now, peace is something that grows within. It's the inner depth of spirit. It has no beginning and it has no ending. It has no form, but it is consciousness. They call it consciousness, the embodiment of peace. It represents the very core of our being, where all is calm and all is bright. And the energy of harmony radiates into the world of our affairs, clearing the way for right action. Nelson Mandela said, "Be the peace you want to see in the world." Peace, with the color silver, will reflect the serenity of the God force. We are the essence of peace, represented by the silver candle. And now we light the purple candle. Purple candle is so important because it's us, it's our power. And we can't do anything without recognizing that we are power, that we trust power, because it works through us. We call it first cause. The carpenter said, "Greater things than I have done you will do." That's power. And we get to direct it with our thoughts. We can surmount any obstacles. We can create and eliminate anything our mind creates that's not for our greatest good. There's no challenge too great for us if we're in our power. We use this power for good, for grace, for greatness. We speak our word from a grateful heart and know that our word takes form. We are the power of life, represented by the purple candle. And the last candle is the God candle, the white candle, the spirit candle. Now that white candle represents everything. It represents the wholeness of spirit, the oneness of all that's created on this earth, even things that are uncreated, because there's still a manifestation in our brain, in our mind. With the light of the white candle, we are affirming and knowing that we are never alone, for it's all God. It's all unique. It's all individual, but it's all divine, and it's all connected, and it's all one. The earth itself, the heavens above, the universe itself, it's all one. If you look at a picture of the cosmos, you can't pick out one planet. It's all one. From this knowledge of unity, we accept the allness of love, joy, and of the divine, that we are represented by the purity of the white candle. We are the essence of spirit, represented by the white candle. So I hope that you remember that blue is joy, that red is love, that gold is light, that green is life, that silver is peace, that purple is power, and white is God. That light stands for the radiation of pure spirit. And just as these candles light, they dispel darkness, so does the light of spirit within us illuminate our world. You can take a candle into a lit room and make no difference, but you can take a candle into a dark heart and make a huge difference. The spiritual qualities represented by these candles lit by David and Edith, represent a celebration, an integration, an awareness that all of those qualities are fully present in each and every one of us. And now I'd like to ask Reverend Vera, are you next? Okay.
Thank you, Reverend Joanne. That was beautiful. Okay, so if we can get the lights turned on, please. And if you turn to the inside of your programs. And if you look at the congregation in unison on the second page there, we will say that together and we'll pass out the basket. These spiritual energies are the qualities of God. These spiritual aspects are the essential components of human life. These spiritual aspects are ours to embody as we are. Life expressing itself, the light of the world, the love of spirit, the power of knowledge, harmony of peace, the joy of being, the unity of oneness. We know that the Christ consciousness lives in each of us. We celebrate our source, we praise our spirit, all is live in its presence, and so it is. Dave? Thank you. And if we would like to get our candles, and we're going to if we want to turn the candles on, and Audrey is going to play some Christmas music. So any songs, so what we're going to do is when you're ready, you can just shout out any song that you would like, a Christmas song. And if you're looking for any of the songs, they're on start on page 37, but we don't know what order we're going to do them in yet, so. Everybody got their candle turned on? Everybody got a candle? Perfect. Okay. Dave, can I get you to turn the light off? And Edith, when you're ready, how about Jingle Bells? Audrey. Yeah, it's usually Edith. Sorry, Audrey. How about Jingle Bells? And sing loud. Everybody should know this one, right? Page 52 on your book. You'll have to use your candle to read by. 54. Thank you, Audrey. That was fantastic. And thank you, Dave, Edith, for standing up, lighting the candles. Reverend Joanne, thank you very much for explaining what the candle and symbology was. That's really amazing. I always enjoy that every year. Sometimes I miss it because I was traveling somewhere and they didn't have a service like that. So thank you very much, Donna. Thank you for reading. Rev Trust, thank you very much. Russ, thank you for doing the videotaping. So we can, if anybody missed anything or fell asleep during our service, yes, everybody give yourself an applause.
Thank you, Reverend Aaron, for organizing this.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure. And now I would like to call up Rev Tress Phillips to do the closing. And after this, there's coffee, tea, and lots of goodies to be served.
Okay. Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? Yes. All right. Now, we will do the closing. So I invite you to really just be in the moment right now and feel the joy of being together, the freedom that we have to be with one another, and the spirit of Christmas, what it means to you. feel that and know that we are all one together in a divine creative life form. The world here, we are part of it. And I know that we send our love throughout the world, for nothing is more powerful than the divine love that each of us can share around the world. And this is a Christmas time of love, of joy, of sharing, of acceptance, and of creating a whole new wonderful world. And together we say, and so it is. And now go out and have a party.